Hey everyone, it's Emily. I have been hoarding my trash for a year and I wanted to talk about all those products. I feel like beauty videos are literally the only place where you can say that without completely sounding insane. So we're gonna go through all these products because I want them out of under my sink. It's been way too long. I've been like, it wasn't on purpose. I swear it was just like every time I wanted to do this video, I was like, oh, I'm almost done with a few products. And again, and again, and again. And even right now, I'm like, oh, I'm almost done with like 10 products. I should wait. But no, Emily, it's been over a year. I want this out of the house. So we're doing this. I'm going to be giving you quick little reviews of everything and letting you know if I'm planning on repurchasing them or not. I feel like Empties videos are really good with that. You can actually tell that the person obviously used up the product. So they can let you know if the product is worth the money or not. And let's do this because there's so many and I just wanted to mention it once before I start the video, that way I won't have to repeat it for every product. But basically, a year and a half ago, I stopped birth control and my body completely freaked out. I started breaking out like crazy. My skin went from like being perfect to being and dry to being super oily and like super acne and like a complete mess. So these are basically the products that I've been using to try and bring back my skin to normal, which it kind of is now, which we're gonna hope it stays that way. So if you have the same issues, you will definitely have some great recommendations here. I'm just gonna grab and go because there's so many. So there's probably gonna be some repeats and I'm just gonna try and find them or just show you as I go. So first thing I finished was this Batiste dry shampoo. This one is the Coconut and Exotic Tropical scent. I like this scent more than pretty much everything else. I haven't tried that many scents, so I need to get more, but I have currently the blush one, which I'm not loving as much, the scent, but super effective. I have like greasy roots and this does the job and just gives me some volume. It does leave me a little bit of a white residue, but it's nothing crazy. I can easily just blend it out and I love it. I have repurchased, will continue to repurchase. I get a lot of question about what I use in my hair, which thank you, because I feel like I'm always struggling with my hair. And I love the Redken Clear Moisture range. This one is the conditioner. For the first time ever, I finished the conditioner before the shampoo, which never happens. So the shampoo is currently in my shower, but I have emptied the conditioner. This will last you forever. This is like ridiculously big. There's what, like 1 liter. So totally worth spending a little bit more and having this last you for a year. My body is super dry, but I hate applying lotion, and I feel like there's a few that are like missing because I can't seem to see them, but I have been better at applying lotion because otherwise I will like scratch until I can't stop. And this one has been really great. This is the Bioderma Ultra Nourishing Balm for very dry, sensitive skin. It's really great. You don't have to apply this every day, which I don't like to apply lotion. So this has been great. It's a huge bottle. There's like 500 milliliters, so it did last me quite a long time. Would recommend, would buy again. I've been trying to like use up my own stuff and like getting rid of things that are really, really old. So you're gonna notice I've been really good, again, applying lotion. I have like a bunch more in the bottom. So basically those are the Bath & Body Works Triple Moisture Body Cream, and there's like some of my favorite scents that I've been able to finish. There's Carried Away, which this one I remembered it smells some type like apple-ish. It smelled really good. Raspberry, apple. I thought it was apple, but they say raspberry. Anyway, kind of fruity. It smells nice. I finished Pink Chiffon, which this one is a little too like sickly sweet, like powdery sweet for me, but I would repurchase this one. I have a bunch of cleanser. I finished this Ren Rosa Centifolia. Basically, this is a cleansing balm. Love cleansing balm. This one is my second time finishing this one. Clearly completely empty. This one is now a bit too moisturizing for my skin type, but if you have really dry skin and you want something that is kind of moisturizing as you remove your makeup, would totally recommend this one. But personally, I won't repurchase it because I don't need it anymore. I finished this Philosophy Purity Made Simple One Step facial cleanser. This is such a like basic staple in my life. I have repurchased it. This is like my third one, I think, and every time my skin freaks out, I just use this because I know it won't break me out. It is just like very calming for me, so would totally repurchase this. I have already. I have a bunch of micellar water. Like a lot. I've been mentioning how my skin was freaking out for everything, so one of the things I found out helped it calm down was to use micellar water in the morning instead of actually using a cleanser, and it did wonders for me. And I've used up obviously a bunch of them. All of these are things that don't leave a residue in my face. I wouldn't use a micellar water that leaves something on my face, otherwise I would have to like wash it again. So one of my favorite one has to be this one. This is the NUXE Micellar Cleansing Water with Rose Petal. You can actually remove your makeup with this, which it did an okay job with that, but I really loved using it as a cleanser and just not having to wash it off. This is my second one. I've used like a huge bottle in the past and would totally repurchase again. I've used 2 of the Bioderma. I feel like there's more and there's one that I'm almost done with, but I've used the 2 different caps. The pink one I feel like is everyone's favorite and I do really like it. I feel like this actually removes makeup. Nothing that is like super waterproof, but it's like super easy if you're like in a rush at night and you just want to wash off the little bit of makeup you're wearing. I also liked it in the morning. This one is for sensitive skin and this one doesn't remove makeup that well, so I used it exclusively to cleanse in the morning. I have a huge bottle that is almost done, so you're probably going to see it in the next Empties video, but really like this one in the morning. And I also finished the Garnier version, which I feel like is super similar. And actually, I have the blue cap one on my desk right now. I use this one to remove liquid lipsticks in between lip swatches, so this one really removes waterproof stuff. But this one is like the regular one, and it did really well. I don't feel like I can leave this one on my skin, but it's really great to remove makeup at night. So would totally purchase this one too, and it's really affordable. And I believe this is the last micellar water. And I finished this Jouviance Micelle Solution 4-in-1 cleanse, tones, remove makeup, and hydrates. This is the jumbo size, and it took me forever to use it up. It was great. I also used it mostly in the morning. It does remove makeup, but again, it's one of those that didn't seem to leave a residue in my face, so it was great. Would use again. So my face freaked out, but my body and hair too. My scalp was like really itchy. I was like having dandruff, and it was super oily at the same time. It was a mess, and a few people were recommending me a few things to try, and one thing that I tried was TresEmme Blue, which is a dandruff shampoo, and I got a pack of 3, which is why I have 3 here. I actually really liked it. I had like really low weird expectations about this because it doesn't smell really good and it's like bright dark blue-green. Would not recommend this if you dye your hair or if you have like light hair. I feel like it would probably like stain it, but I don't color my hair at all, so it was great and it did a great job. I currently am not using this anymore because my hair seems to be better, but if it ever freaks out again, I would totally repurchase these. So they worked. Did I mention it's the medicated with menthol maximum strength? Effective. I would use again. I have a few makeup products. Let me grab them so I can like talk about them. So here you go. I have some makeup here. I have the Lancôme Teint Idole foundation, which I've been raving about this foundation for a while now, like a year. And it's like holy girl status, don't want to be without this foundation. This one is the shade 220C, which is kind of the one I prefer. I have the 110C too, which is lighter. Actually, I have this one here and I have a backup too in my big drawer. So clearly, I love this. It's a full coverage foundation that gives you absolutely flawless base, but it's not overly drying. It's not looking cakey. Like I don't like makeup that looks like you're wearing a ton of makeup, but sometimes you need the coverage. And clearly, since I was breaking out so much, I had like deep under the skin type of pimples and I needed coverage. It just makes you feel better, obviously, when you like feel like you have flawless base. So this has been a lifesaver. Obviously, emptied it, love it, repurchased it twice already. So love, don't want to be without this, and would recommend and use again. I don't run out of like makeup products that often because obviously I have a lot, but when I run out of something, you know. Actually, speaking of face product, I ran out of these 2 concealers. These are the Makeup Forever HD Invisible Cover Concealer for under your eyes, and these are the shades R22 and Y23. This is basically the corrector and this is the concealer. You don't need to buy those, like both of them, especially if you have light skin. I feel like the light skin are very similar. You can kind of tell a little bit that there's a difference in color, but if you have deeper skin tone, they do have a few shades that look quite different, so you might see a bigger difference. But yeah, if you have super fair skin, by the way, their lightest one are like straight up white, so you're gonna be able to find a shade. I do wish they had more shades because I think in total they might have like 10 shades, 12 shades, which isn't enough obviously, but if you are able to find your shade, you might really enjoy these. I currently still have the really light shades to finish up, and I'm currently testing other under eye concealer like the Tarte one, which I really like, and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus one, which I also really like on a daily basis. So I haven't repurchased these, but I totally would use them again. So I would probably repurchase them in the future. It's just I'm trying to use up some makeup, kind of mini project pan in my own head, because I don't want to commit to the full project pan thing, but these were great. I would use again. Chloe, finish them. That's crazy. because you don't need to use much. I have finished this Wet n Wild clear brow gel thingy. It's looking so dirty. Like, ugh. But this is a great clear brow gel. There's like a section that's supposed to be like mascara, but honestly it's the same formula on both sides. So when people tell me that it's like, oh, they're different, I'm like, no, they're not. It's the same formula. So it's great. I use it to, you know, keep my brows in place on a daily basis. It's not too sticky. It's not like gonna make you feel like you have like hairspray on your brows, but if you need super, super like control, it might not be enough, but on a daily basis, it's great. We'll use again, it's $1, or it was, maybe it's $2 now, but it's great. I have used up a bunch of eyeliners, so like group review eyeliner quickly here. I will do a full video on those soon, but I wanted to give you my thoughts on them. I've been like really trying to use up eyeliners because I, for a while, kept using the same ones and never trying new ones, even though I had like 20, so I've been focusing on this one last year. The Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. I don't love this as much as everybody else. I wish I did. I purchased this like 2-3 times. It just skips on me and it disappears throughout the day, which, why? But I love how fine the tip is. I can really get into my inner corners and my wing can be really, really pointy with this, but again, it skips, so half the time I'm just mad at it. I absolutely love the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. Nobody talks about this. It's like really, really great. I actually have repurchased. That's the one I'm wearing today, so if you're wondering, it's great. I have repurchased. I love it. Would recommend it. Nobody talks about it, but it needs more love. I have the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, which everyone loves. Totally recommend it. This one has a little bit of a shine, but it's super waterproof, and I've repurchased 2-3 times at least. So yeah, this one is only here because it's empty. So I have the Essence one, the super fine eyeliner pen, waterproof. I have a love-hate relationship with this. It's super affordable, but on me it doesn't last. And I know you can like take up the tip, turn it around, but it makes such a mess every single time. And I feel like after like not even a month, the tip is like too like fuzzy for me to use it. So I've repurchased this twice and I'm not feeling it. I have the Ardency in Punker eyeliner, which used to be sold at Sephora, and I believe they don't sell these at Sephora anymore, so it's gonna be too hard for me to get it again, but I did really like it. To me, it's like on par with the Clinique and Stila one. It just, now it's too hard to find, so I'm not gonna repurchase. And then I have the Physician Formula one, which everyone loves. I don't. Same problem as the Kat Von D. I don't know if it's the like brush tips that are just overall not for me, because again, it skips and it disappears on me throughout the day. Like, I'll have like flawless eyeliner and like 2 hours later, I have no eyeliner. So, whew, that was a lot of eyeliners. But at least I did good at using up my stuff. I have a bunch of skincare products and I've tried multiple lines, so I'm going to try to group them together so I can let you know which one I like and which one I don't. And because there's a few products I really like, and then there's always one that I'm like, nope. I'm realizing that one of them isn't here, but I'm still going to talk about it because it's being used up right now and it's my second one. So the other one was probably my last, I thought it was here, Empties video. So it's the Vichy Normaderm line. So I have used 3 cleansers, although this one there's a little bit left, but I'm going to be using this up, but it's going to be like in less than a week and I don't want to hoard it for another year. So I've tried their gel and their foam and then the moisturizer. Basically, this is their line for acne-prone skin. The moisturizer, like I said, it's my second one. And this time I feel like I don't like it as much as I did the first time, so probably won't repurchase a third time. The cleansers, I love the gel one. Obviously, I have used 2 of them. I believe this is the old packaging, the new one or something like that, but I do like it. Would totally repurchase it. I've used it on my face and body whenever I break out on my chest, on my back, and the salicylic acid in it helps keep things under control. Would totally use again. And I've tried the foam too, which I don't like as much. I'm currently using it up on my back. I do feel like it helps, but not as much as these ones did, so won't repurchase this one. I would recommend the gel over it. And I didn't use this one on my face because I find in general foam are a little too drying even on my oily skin, so won't repurchase this one. Would recommend this one. I finally finished this Alpha H liquid gold with glycolic acid. This is basically a chemical exfoliator. I don't love physical ones. I feel like chemical ones tend to work better on my skin. This is one of those that you just put on a cotton round, you just apply it all over your face, you give it a few minutes to work, and then you continue your skincare routine. I've had this for way too long, so I would repurchase, but I would purchase a smaller bottle of this because it's been too long and I was scared it was going to expire on me. It's great. It works really nicely. I didn't have any reaction. I feel like sometimes a chemical exfoliator might give you bumps for a few days before they start like just working under magic. Didn't have an issue with this. The only thing is that it smells like onions. It is kind of hard to get, but it's great. Another line that I've tried like so many products from it, and some of them I like, some of them I don't, is the Body Shop Tea Tree line, which the cleanser I did not like. This is the Tea Tree Skin Clearing Facial Wash. Did not like it. This is the travel size, and I ended up using it as a body wash, and even then I didn't care for it, so won't repurchase this. But I've discovered that my face loves tea tree oil. I feel like I react well to pretty much any skincare, acne skin products, but tea tree is my love. So I believe I have another one of these. I probably just trashed it. It's been a year. Sometimes I didn't remember to put everything in that bag, but I finished 2 big one and 1 small one of the tea tree oil. This is like a spot treatment. Sometimes I will react to a product, which you're gonna see some of them that I did not enjoy, that were breaking me out. And this is a great spot treatment that doesn't dry out my skin. I feel like sometimes really strong salicylic acid, for example, spot treatment will just dry out my skin and makes everything looks worse, and you can't really hide it like when there's like dead skin and just crunchiness. So I loved using this. Finished 3, and I have finished 4 of the tea tree night lotion, and I have 1 that I'm currently using and 1 as a backup. So whenever they have those like buy 3 get 3 free, I hoard them. Love this on my face, on my back. I don't use this on my face daily anymore, but when my skin was really breaking out like crazy nonstop, I would use this every night as a way to control everything. I don't feel like it's moisturizing enough for me, but when my skin breaks out, I will still apply this kind of as a please help me step. So I've obviously repurchased multiple times. It's also great to use daily on my back to try to keep things under control, and I don't break out on my back as much, if ever, because of these. So would highly recommend this range, but the tea tree oil and the night lotion. More makeup remover. I finished the Micelle eye makeup remover lotion. This is one of those duo ones that you just shake up and use. Great to remove waterproof. I've finished 2 mini one, the Clinique Take the Day Off. Great to remove waterproof stuff, and the Lancome Bifacil double action eye makeup remover. This one is really oily, but if you wear super waterproof stuff, you will like this. I accumulated a lot of trash. A lot of like body lotion. I finished the Me Bath Lioele body wash. Smell nice, would use again. I finished 2 of the Philosophy. I feel like I finished more of this, but like, I don't know where they are at this point. But their shower gel smell really good, and there's just enough color left that you can see. There was this Starfruit Kiwi Martini, which smelled nice and clearly was a bright green, and the Blue Hawaiian one, which again smelled nice and it's like blue, so left it. Would use again. I would not use again this Olay Crisp Pear and Fuji Apple Vibrant Fresh Skin All Day blah blah blah. I did not like the scent of this. I love pears, but I didn't like this. But I'm currently using the strawberry one, which I love. Like, highly recommend the strawberry one, but won't repurchase this scent. More Bath & Body Works lotion. This is the Black Raspberry Vanilla. Used to love this scent. Not as much anymore, so I wouldn't repurchase it, but it was great. I also finished the Secret Wonderland one, which also liked, but I don't think I'm going to repurchase that scent. A few of the First Aid Beauty products. I love the Ultra Repair Cream. I have like a billion of those 100% perks from Sephora. Highly recommend this. I've used up also a big one, but I don't know where it is, but actually I have another one right here. Love this for like spot treatment for like dry patches, or as a mask if you have really dry skin. You will love this. Face, body, love it. I finished one of their lip balm, which I have so many of these like everywhere, and I'm finally like finishing them up. So this is like top 3 favorite lip balms, so definitely would recommend. And their face moisturizer is like holy grail, holy grail. This is like my 3rd, 4th, 5th, I don't know. I have another one that's almost empty. It's one of the 10 products that was like, oh, it's almost empty. I would have 2 right now, but you'll see it in the next Empties video. But I love this. It's one of those like super light lotions that absorbs super quickly, and no matter what your skin type is, you need to try this. It's lightweight, it absorbs quickly, doesn't have any scent or anything that will upset your skin. If you have really dry skin, you might want to apply a like second moisturizer. I love to layer skincare, so I really don't mind applying a few things, but this is great no matter what. I love it. In the Labs products, I finished 2 of their Hyaluron range. I finished the Moisture Jelly, which was good. I feel like I went through this quite quickly, but I like how you apply this. It's like little pumps like this. You just, oh, there's a little bit left. But I love this because again, absorbed really quickly and my skin loved it, absorbed it quickly. And the same thing with their serum, which I feel like people used to all rave about this, and I really like this. Again, it's like a kind of transparent jelly type of product. It absorbs super quickly, and then whenever you apply your moisturizer, it just pulls everything in. So if you were looking for a new range of products to try, these are like high-end ingredients, but like for a lower price. You can find these at your drugstore, depending where you're from. They just don't spend a bunch of money on their like packaging and everything, so it's just great products. I finished this Lancôme Énergie de Vie, the water infused cream. This used to be like a holy grail moisturizer, and then they like reformulated the whole range and stopped making the cream I really love, so I decided to try this, and I have repurchased. I do think it's more moisturizing than what my skin needs now, but I'm currently finishing the other one kind of as a like 2 or 3 times a week product to like kind of mask last step because it's winter. That was a long explanation. But if you have drier skin than me, I would totally recommend checking out this range. They do have a scent, but I really like it, so it kind of grew on me because I've repurchased this like 3 times, so definitely a product that I love. I finished the Origins Plantscription Anti-Aging Eye Cream. I mentioned this in my skincare routine and in my latest Sephora via B-Cell video. This is literally the only eye cream I've ever repurchased, and I've repurchased it 3 times. Yeah, I'm on my 3rd one right now. So they changed the packaging a little bit, but it's basically the same color. The Plantscription Eye Cream, really great. The only thing that absorbs under my eyes, that doesn't roll off my face, actually moisturizes, doesn't give me milia or like pimples or anything. I feel like it's so hard to find the perfect eye cream, and I feel like this is probably it for me, so love it. I have 2 of the NUXE Rêve de Bien lip balm, which is the lip balm I rave the most about. I have finished 3, 4 of them. And there's 2 here. 1 tub of this lasts me around a year, maybe a little bit less. So there's 2 of them here. I'm currently using another one. I actually need to buy a backup of that one, so buy it. Another eye cream that I did finish was the Algenist Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Eye Cream. I have a love-hate relationship with this eye cream. I finished it. It's a like deluxe travel size type thing, but it's the consistency of this that annoys me. The product is great, but it's like trying to apply jello. Like literally you put your finger in there and bounce back, and like you have like pretty much like dig for the eye cream in there to put it on your face. So I wouldn't purchase it because of this, but it does seem to work. So if you don't mind the texture, you might enjoy this more than me. I finished a nail polish. For someone that isn't so much into nail polish, this is kind of crazy, but I love this color. I don't know if they still make this one, but they have like a few that are similar, like Miami Beats from OPI is similar, so I don't need to repurchase this one, but this one was Manicurist of Seville, something like that, and it's a great burgundy shade. Love it. Loved using the matte top coat on top too, so don't need to repurchase it, but I would if I didn't have anything similar. Holy Grail status product here. This is the Clarins Hydro Quench Cream Mask. They have reformulated, changed the name. Now it's the Hydro Essential Mask, I believe. It's just a moisturizing mask. No matter what your skin type is, pretty much everyone has dehydrated skin. It can be oily or dry, but it's still dehydrated, which just means it lacks water. And this is holy grail. I don't even know how many I've finished of this. This is like a thick-ish lotion type of mask. I use this as a last step before bed, basically a sleeping mask. It's amazing. I don't want to be without this. It just smooths my skin. It makes it super, super soft. If I'm breaking out, it calms everything down. It's just magic in a bottle. So I have repurchased this old formula, and I need to test the new one to see if it's as good. But if you can still find these, I believe you can still find them in some places, buy it. Do yourself a good one and purchase this. It's magic. I've also finished a sample size of the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol Anti-Aging Moisturizer, which I looked into repurchasing this and I saw the price and I was like, it's expensive, but again, this is kind of magic. If you have any like beginning of fine lines type of thing, you will see them gone with this. It's amazing. It kind of smells a little funny, kind of like a little bit, it wants to smell a little bit like oranges, but not really. It still smells. And I've used it up. It was great. Not something I can use daily because it is kind of drying and my skin was like still very sensitive, but super good, would use again. Let's talk about some of the Ordinary range, and I want to do a full video on the products I've tried, but I have these two products here, which you might be like, Emily, it's not empty, and it won't be. The irony of trying a skincare product for acne that breaks you out. Why you do this to me? I really wanted to love you. But yeah, these two products I had like a really bad reaction to. The first one is the niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. This is basically supposed to calm down the redness on your cheeks and just help with acne in general. This gave me horrible, deep under the skin pimples. And the first time I tried it, I was already breaking out. So I was like, I don't know if it's that is the issue, which is why like I used up more of this later when my skin was calm. Like a couple weeks ago, my skin was like perfect. And I'm like, yeah, that's this new product. So my skin is just like looking magical right now. And this happened. I woke up with like a unicorn. Like I looked like a freaking unicorn. I had that big under the skin pimple on my forehead, and this was the only new thing in my life ever since it's been residing under my sink, because F you. And I looked on CosDNA, and they give you like the list of ingredients and how irritating they can be and if they can break you out. And one of the ingredients is literally a level 5, which is now on my list of ingredients that break me out, because this was hell. Don't want to ever use this on my face again, and I wouldn't recommend it just because you might have a really bad reaction to it, but obviously your own money. The Ordinary is, they have like really affordable products that might work for you, but so far I have to say I haven't been super lucky, which kind of brings me to my second I am trashing you product, and it is the Retinol 1% kind of lotion, and I won't even swatch this on my hand because this was horrible. I haven't tried that many retinol products, except like I just showed you the Dr. Gross one, which worked really well. But this, my skin hated. Like I ended up peeling all over my face and looking like a fish type of product. Like we'll never put this anywhere close to my face again, which like that bad. So I would not recommend this to anyone. And I've looked at the website, and I feel like now they've added descriptions, or maybe I didn't look probably the last time, but this is like supposed to be like highly irritating. And yes, like you will like peel like a mofo and just rash reaction. Would not recommend this one. If you want to try one, they have other ones that are apparently less irritating, but this was hell on my face. I finished a TresEmme Extra Firm Control Hairspray. This is level 4. This is great. Travel size. Awesome. Love it. Would use again. I have purchased. I have a huge bottle of this. I finished this Redken Pillow Proof Blow Dry 2-Day Extender blah blah blah. This is a dry shampoo and it's pink. I love this. I have a small size, or did I finish the small size? I would totally repurchase this. It was great. It didn't leave a strong white cast. I feel like very often they do, but it just gave me some volume and it controlled the oil. I finished this Skin Iceland Glacial Face Wash, and I used this in the shower, and if you're gonna buy this, don't recommend doing that because I would make bubbles with my nose using this, which, is that TMI? I don't know. It was kind of fun, kind of disturbing. It's a bit on the drying side. With my oily skin, the more I try to dry it out, the oilier it becomes. I tend to prefer milky consistency over foaming ones, so I won't repurchase this, but it might work for you better than it did for me, but I did use it up, so it wasn't a bad product. It's just that I have other things I like better than this. Last range of skincare that I've tried, 3 different products. I only have one with me, and 2 of them didn't work for me. 1 of them did. First thing that didn't work for me was I should mention the brand is Philosophy, and their Clear Days Ahead range for acne prone skin. I've tried 3 different types. And this one is the lotion, and I feel like it did nothing, so it's still kind of full. I'm just removing this from my skincare range section. I've also used the cleanser, which smelled like lemon. Loved it, but I feel like it broke me out, so I gave it to a friend so I don't have it with me. And last but not least, I'm currently still using the pads, and those are awesome. So this one didn't work for me when I'm still using up when I gave to a friend. I have some of the Lush product. This is the Rub Shower Scrub, which is holy grail exfoliating product for the body. It smells like lemon. It's bright blue. I love it. Would repurchase. I have 2 of their body wash. I have the Comforter, which smells delicious, and I have Snow Fairy, which is like holy grail for everyone. Both of them I would repurchase. Lip balm. I have finished this Fresh Sugar Rosé lip balm. This smells like lemon, and as you can see, it's kind of pink. Gives your lips a little bit of color. It is moisturizing, but I prefer the normal one over the pink one. Maybe it's in my head, but I feel like it's more moisturizing. I am trashing this First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy eye cream. I feel like this did not do anything good for my under eyes. I feel like it just looked kind of cakey. There's a little bit of color in there and it's just, no. And I also have this Dr. Dennis. It's basically the same line as the moisturizer. This is the eye serum, which I don't think I'm at that age where I need like a serum and then a moisturizer on my eyes. I feel like it's a little too much for me. I did use it up, but I don't know. I don't think I would repurchase it. I feel like it's a step that I don't really need yet. Those were all the products that I've used up in the last year. I know there's a few more that are somewhere in the trash probably, but it is time for me to end this video. It is a long one, but you can kind of see the products that I've used multiple of, and it makes me realize which products I need back up and which ones I really don't. So I hope you found this video entertaining, that you got quite a few reviews of products you might be interested in. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like to know about certain products, because I did try to go as quickly as possible / still giving you a review of the products. I will definitely continue keeping my trash, but a year is way too long, so I'm gonna try to like keep it for 6 months instead, because I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future videos. I will be putting on the screen of the videos that I've done that I highly recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!